Bonjour everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching my video and special thanks to those who subscribe to my channel. We'll talk about a kit from Plastic Soldier Company. It is the Russian ZIS 2/3 heavy hand stand gun. It's a 57mm or 76mm hand stand gun. But before starting this video about painting and weathering of those hand stand gun, I would like to talk about the guy. His name on YouTube is Foresight Gaming. He's doing great. Battle report of Flames of War, and this is some pictures of his building tank formation Canadian unit that he built over the last months. So he's a great guy. He have great battle report online, so I'd suggest to go visit him. I'm gonna put details of his YouTube account down below, and also I'll put you down below in the description paint color for his vehicle. He just paint here of the First Canadian Infantry Division. So it's a great guy. He got a good job painting. He showed me that on February on that little challenge we had for each others, that he's doing very well of painting vehicle. So I really suggest to go see his YouTube account. So thank you, and let's start with painting and weathering of my ZIS 2-3. So first thing I did is I placed all my little soldier on the stick and on my pegboard, if we can call, and you can see there's also the Maxim heavy machine gun guys already with the board as well. The reason is I usually fill the board of a little guy to paint, and I paint all of them. And I also have print some 57mm hand stand gun assembled at Plastic Soldier Company 76mm hand stand or heavy artillery, and the 122mm gun that I print. When that is all done, I airspray all my piece of artillery and hand stand with a green color for the Soviet. I would mark below all the color I use and which part of the uniform or equipment that is painted with. And so I paint all my stand gun and a piece of artillery in green. All the tire I paint black, and it's pretty much that's it for my artillery. I didn't want to go too far with that. Now for the soldier, I did a bit the same principle. I use a hairspray and use Russian uniform 70924 from Vallejo, and I paint all of them. That's my base color, and also I make it quick to assemble and paint all my guys. From there, I use a skin color and I paint the guy skin color. As you can see, there's going to be some fast forward, so what I explain my process might not be with what you see on the screen, but I try to make that video pretty short. So the idea is we go through all the steps together, and then you get an idea how easy it is to paint those guys. So skin paint is done. After that, I decide to do the boots of the guy. The order you decide to paint your guys is as you feel like. For me, if I feel a bit tired, I'm gonna go try to do a piece of equipment that is easy and less chance to make mistake painting it. So I did skin color, and then I did all the boots in black because it's been a long day to paint all that. So here we go. When I finished to paint all the boots, I decided to paint the belt and the holster for the handgun. I use a brown color, like I said in the description below. I try to be careful when I paint, but I will not worry too much if I make a mistake, because when it's all done, what I do, it's time to do the touch-up. So I go back and I use my Russian uniform color, and for each guy, and I make sure that all the uniform, I'll speak in Spanish if we can see, all well colored, and if there's any paint from other color on it, I retouch it, and it goes the same for the other piece of uniform. My next step was to paint all the helmet. I use Russian green for that, and I paint all the helmet. There's many guys who have just a little hat, so there was no helmet to paint. And one of the last thing I have to paint is the webbing on the guy. So the sling of the webbing are German Camo Beige. The webbing itself is German Camo Beige, or any pouch or any bag that is with the uniform would be paint German Camo Beige. Because those guys are artillery or unstained guys, there's no weapon to paint, but there is the ammunition. So there's some round 57mm or 76mm to paint. And to paint those guys round, I use black color, pretty easy, and that pretty much complete painting of the soldier. From there, I did a touch-up paint on everybody, and before I remove them from the peg, I decided to paint the base of all the soldier with the same color that would be used on the base of my instant gun or or artillery gun. And that complete painting all my guys for my gun. I just finished to paint all my soldier, all my instant gun or my piece of artillery gun or paint. It's time to put them together. And the way I do that is because I don't have that many bays. I try to use 4 bays for many gun. I will distribute my soldier on the base first to make sure that that's where I want to be, and they have all the same shell, for example, for the 4 same soldier, 4 base. And then I take my piece of artillery, for example, I place it on the base and place some soldier on it to make sure that they will fit. And then I replace that and use the 76 gun to make sure that where they are sitting will fit for the gun. And then I remove it, put the 57, and you go. And all my guys are placed and it will fit. So if I decide to change the gun for the base, the guy don't need to move. So when that is done, I glue all my soldier onto the base. Now it's time for me to prepare the base. So I'm going to use earth texture acrylic from Vallejo to apply on the base for the first thing. So basically my soldier are on a little plate, so it would be uneven. So by using that earth texture acrylic, it will give me a good finish for the base. Also, it will create the illusion that the soldier foot are the same level as the ground, not a bit above, and it gives some weight to the base. Then I use Home Hardware brown color to paint that first base. I just finished to put all the acrylic on the base. On the bottle, it said it take about 45 minutes to an hour to dry, but depending how thick you put it, it may take longer than that. So I decided to wait a few hours to let it completely dry, and that way I'll be sure that when I paint it, there's no issue because it's still wet. Now, as you can see, I'm putting in advance, I'm putting the paint. What I did is, maybe you don't do that, but I like to do to save time and be practical too, is I mix about 50% white glue with 50% paint. So that way when I apply the paint, there's already a mix of glue with it. So I'm generous on the paint. It will take longer to dry, but that's not the point. And then you can put your flock on it. So for me, I use sawdust that I paint and let it dry. So I have different color of green, different color of brown for the dirt. So and just apply with whatever container I use for that. And as you can see, it's generously applied the sawdust or the flock on it. I let it dry and probably overnight, and you're gonna see the final result after that. So here the result. When it's completely dry, I remove the excess flock, so you have just enough that stay with the paint and glue together, and that gives you an idea what they look like when I'm completely done installing the flock. Now what you can do as well is to put some foliage or moss or whatever it is to make some camouflage for your piece of artillery or instinct. That's what you can see here, and you get to see the 3 model of artillery or instinct gun I have. This completes the video about painting, weathering of the instinct gun or piece of artillery. Don't forget to watch my friend Battle Report on YouTube. The link is down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. See you soon with my future video. Bye-bye.